up, y'all? So it is time for favorites. It's the end of March, which means it's March favorites time, and that's what we're gonna do. I don't have a lot of favorites because my month was a little bit crazy. I have a lot of birthdays this month, like my father-in-law's, Tim's birthday, Aiden's birthday, my grandpa's birthday. There's just lots of birthdays in the month of March, and Easter is now in the month of March, so that's what's up. Anyways, let's just get into the favorites before I sit and ramble for an hour. So I'm going to start with the hair stuff. I got a couple of hair things. The first one is the It's a 10 Miracle Dry Oil Spray Plus Keratin with Argan Oil. So the reason why I bought this is because I kind of wanted like some kind of shine spray for my hair for like when I curl it, because I've been curling my hair a little bit differently lately. I've been like only like I use a wand to curl it, and I've only been curling like the top and doing it in more of like a wave rather than like a full curl, if you know what I'm saying. And my hair is like super hella dry, so the ends that would stick out would be like gross, you know what I'm saying? They look all fried and frizzy. So I got this. Well, let me be honest, the real reason I got it is because I was doing price changes at work. If you don't know, I work at Ulta, and this had like dropped half price. So I was like, oh, that's cool. Let me go on and try that, because I've been wanting like some kind of shine spray. So basically what I do is after I curl my hair, I'll just spray a little bit on the ends. I personally, like as I've bitched to you guys before, have the thinnest hair of life, and if I put like argan oil or whatever other kind of those oils that people put in their hair like after they curl it and stuff, like when you watch YouTube videos and people are like, this is how I curl my hair, and then I take 8 pumps of oil and put it in my hands and put it in my hair, I have like no hair. So if I do that, like my hair's fucked. Like it'll just, you know what I'm saying? Because I have no hair and it's like super hella thin. So I like this because it still gives me that shine and like that look of not really crusty, dried ass ends without weighing my hair down. So that is a really long explanation for the reason why I like this. But I like it and it smells good. So there's that. I am in a really weird mood today. I don't know why. It's Easter. Today's Easter. And I'm all alone in my house. We already had family dinner, but the boys decided to go fishing afterwards. So I was like, let me just film a video. Even though it's like 75 fucking degrees out. I'm going to go outside when this is done. Anyways, you guys really don't care. So let's move on to the next product, shall we? Yeah. So next up is the Paul Mitchell Express Style Fast Form Cream Gel. I don't know why I bought this. Like, I really don't know why I bought this. I remember being at work and I was kind of looking at products, and I kind of wanted some kind of like blow dry cream, and I've tried like a dozen of like blow dry sprays, blow dry creams, like blowout creams or whatever, and none of them seem to work. They all make my hair like really gross. Like, do you know if your hair is straight, you know what it looks like when you spray hairspray in it and then like brush it out? That's what my hair looks like when I use like blow dry cream or blow dry spray. And I've used some really pricey ones. Like I've used the Bumble and Bumble one, I've used the Alterna one, I've used the Living Proof one, and none of them like do what I want them to do. I just want them to make my hair soft, and I want them to make my hair curl decently. Do you know what I mean? So I don't know why I got this. Like, I didn't get it because for those reasons. I mean, I guess is what I'm saying. I didn't get it for those. I don't know why I got it. I really don't. I just seen it and I was like, oh, let me try that. And I love it. I got the little one. That's why. It's like, I don't even know why I bought it, to be honest. I know it sounds fucked up, but I don't know why I bought it. But I love it. So it is called Fast Form Cream Gel. I don't know what its intended use is for, but I use it as a blow dry cream. It smells freaking amazing. It smells like cotton candy, and it just makes your hair so soft. And it really, since using this, because I've been using it for like a week or two now, since using this, I've noticed that my hair stays curlier longer, because my hair does not hold a curl for shit. And this like actually makes it hold a curl. And I don't know if that's what it's supposed to do, but that is what it does. So Paul Mitchell Express Style Fast Form. I do know that it says it's supposed to like speed up your blow dry time, which I mean, let's be honest, I have no hair, so it takes like 5 minutes to blow dry it anyways. Yeah. Oh, it does say it's supposed to hold flexible hold that lasts. So it does though. It holds my curl and I like it. So if you are somebody who like when you curl your hair it just kind of falls, try this. It might work because it does on me. So moving right along. Next up I have the pure and natural rosehip oil, which is like basically rosehip seed oil, I believe. It says Rosehip Plus. I don't know what that means. Anyways, I was at TJ Maxx a while ago, and I saw this, and I was like, I just remembered, like, back when my acne was really, really bad, I used to use rosehip seed oil because it's supposed to help with scarring, it's supposed to help with skin texture and stuff like that, and like skin tone and things like that. So I was like, oh yeah, I remember I used to use that stuff and I liked it. So I grabbed it. It has made such a difference in my skin. Like, I know it's an oil and I'm oily, but I will straight put this on like before I put my foundation on. I put it on underneath my moisturizer. At nighttime, I use about 5 or 6 drops, and then during the day, I only use 2 drops. So I'm not a total grease ball as per usual, like I usually am. But this has made such a difference in the tone of my skin and the texture. Like, my skin is looking pretty fucking good lately, if I do say so myself. And I think it's because I've been using this, because for the past 2 weeks, this is what I have been using on my skin. And like, even my acne scars or like some of my zits that are like still kind of in the process of healing are like not that dark, you know what I mean? And some of my scars that are like still scars are starting to fade like really quickly, and that didn't start happening until I started using this. So as you guys know, I use like chemical peels and stuff like that on my face, but this stuff here, like once I started using this, the combination of the two, I'm like, oh yes, I will use this for a long time now. But I just got it at TJ Maxx, but you can get it, Amazon, whatever. It's just rosehip seed oil, which is essentially really, really good for your skin anyways, but this is so freaking good. I freaking love it. But you want to make sure you get the cold press, because if you get hot pressed, that's not organic, then it takes like all the good stuff out, I guess. So make sure you get cold pressed. But it's so good, and this was like $6 at TJ Maxx, and it's huge. It'll take forever to go through. So on to the makeup stuffs. So the first thing that I have makeup wise is a goddamn lifesaver when it comes to being a pasty bitch like myself. This is the Manic Dreamtone. Basically what this is like a white foundation. It's actually a foundation mixer. It's not intended to be used as a foundation, but this, oh my God, it's amazing. If you are somebody like me, and sometimes when you buy foundations, even the lightest shade, i.e. fucking Milani Conceal and Perfect, because the lightest shade is like, Jesus, real fucking dark, this will seriously save your life. Like, it is so good. I don't find that it changes the consistency of my foundation. Depending on the foundation, I've got to try it with a couple others, because it is like, the first ingredient in here is water. Let me spread it out on my hand so you can see. So you can see it doesn't have like a ton of pigment to it. I mean, you could use it on its own if you're like a vampire or something, but there's not like a ton of pigment. It is really sheer, but it does help to balance out like foundations that are too dark or concealers that are too dark. I've actually even mixed it in with my concealer to like highlight under my eyes. So if you're somebody that's on the fairer side and maybe there's just like a standout foundation that you use every day and it is light enough for you, but you can't find a concealer to highlight with, you could also mix this with your concealer. Like I said, I don't find that, ooh, Hoyt's in here. Careful, if you guys don't know, Hoyt's my dog and he tends to bump into things and it's a little scary sometimes. Anyways, if you don't, or what was I saying? I just took an energy shot, so I'm kind of like all over the place right now. What the fuck was I saying? Oh yeah, you could totally mix this with your concealer too. So, and I've done that and it's worked. So if you, like, the lightest concealer isn't light enough to brighten for you, totally try this, girl. I am gonna try to get my hands on the NYX. I am gonna try to get my hands on the NYX one. Because I do want to do like a review of this, because I asked you guys if you wanted one and a lot of you guys are like, hells yes, do a review. But I wanted to see if I could get my hands on the NYX one and kind of compare and contrast the two of them. So far I have found that this has not broke me out. The ingredients on it are pretty decent. Like, the first ingredient is water. It doesn't have like any kind of crazy ingredients, doesn't have parabens in it, it's vegan, cruelty free, so it is freaking awesome. Like, I cannot tell you guys how much of a lifesaver this is. The first person I've ever seen use it was Taylor, And I saw her use it all the time, and I always told myself, I'm gonna get that, I'm gonna get that, and I never did. And then one day I was like fishing through Amazon, I was like, oh, you know what? I need to buy that shit. And I did, and I ain't regretting it, girl. Okay, on to the next. So the next thing I have is a palette by Milani called Earthy Elements. And honestly, you guys, had now I told you guys this in my last tutorial that I just posted, that this is like pretty much an exact dupe for the Too Faced Peanut Butter and Jelly palette, aside from like the two purple colors or whatever, which the lighter purple isn't all that pigmented, and let's be real, are you going to use that purple color with the other colors? Probably not. So this is only... What are you doing down there? Did you hear that? Anyways, the lighter purple like isn't that pigmented, and the other purple you're probably not really going to use like as a standalone with these colors, do you know what I mean? But this is seriously so good. Had I like put two and two together and realized, because I bought this quite a while ago, and I just recently bought the peanut butter and jelly, had I realized how freaking close they were before that tutorial, I probably would have not gotten the peanut butter and jelly palette and just gotten this palette. But this one is only $9.99. The peanut butter and jelly is like $36, I want to say, maybe even more. Maybe if it's what am I talking about? Maybe it's even 39 is what I was trying to get out of my mouth. Anyways, $9.99 versus like $40. I would take this all day long. The colors are like super hella pigmented. This color here isn't like crazy ass pigmented, as you can see, but the rest of the colors are. I told you guys in that tutorial, basically, like, look at that, look at that. This one's almost more pigmented than the peanut butter and jelly one. If you guys watched my last tutorial, you saw me do like a little bit of a comparison, but I'm telling you guys, if you have been wanting that palette and either you can't get it because it's sold out, or you just don't want to drop the dime on it, or if you're even like saving your money for that palette, I would totally go for this one. So that is what's up. Milani Earth Elements palette number 5. That was the only one in stock. I'm totally going to buy more of them. I seen on a display at Meijer's that they have like a super colorful one. I have not seen anybody like show or talk about the super colorful one, so I definitely want to try to get my hands on that. I know their truck comes in like on Mondays, I think, so I might go tomorrow and see if I can get my hands on it. Anyways, that's too long of an explanation. Why do I talk so much? Continuing on, the next thing I have is the Too Faced Love Flush Blush in I Will Love You Always. Tim actually got this for me for Christmas. He put it in my stocking. It is the blush that I am wearing right now, and only thing I don't like is this is a bitch to get open, especially when you got nails. I do not like the packaging. I do like the little heart, but I mean, let's be real, it's a bitch to store. I can't even get it open right now. Hold on. There's like a certain way. I got that oil on my hands, so it's like it's a real fucking. There we go. This is what it looks like right here. It's what I have on my cheeks right now. It really reminds me of Milani Luminoso, which is like my all-time favorite blush, but it's a little bit more on the orange kind of coral side, and it's a little bit more deeper than that one. So I really, really like this. I don't know what it is about like peachy tone blushes like the Milani one and this one. I just really, really like the way that they look on my skin. I like how they give your face like a really pretty warmth. This has like a really pretty sheen to it, and it's not like insanely pigmented, but it's just, I just love it. I love it. I have another one of these and it's really good too. I'm not a huge blush person, as I've told you guys in the past, but I'm starting to be, because I really like these blushes. I'm not trying to pay $26 for them though. I'm such a cheap bitch when it comes to blushes, because you know, I'm not really a blush girl, but I mean, that you guys don't care. So next up is this. This is the NYX glitter primer. Holy fuck, this is a really good glitter primer. I really like the Too Faced Shadow Insurance glitter, or I guess it's just glitter primer. The Too Faced one is really, really good, but I had that one for almost 2 years, and I was like, okay, we gotta ditch you. Like, we have to throw you away, because it was starting to get to the point where like when you squeezed it out, just like juice would come out, and it was, y'all know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about when you pull something out and you haven't used it for a while, and it's like, and it's all like watery, oily juice. That's kind of what was happening. But anyways, it's just like, you know, like a flesh tone type I can't fucking, why can't I talk in my videos? Can you guys please explain that to me? Why can't I talk in my videos anymore? I don't know what's wrong with me. I don't know what's wrong with me. I think the energy shot is starting to kick in. I'm getting a little crazy. Anyways, it's so sticky. This, I would definitely not suggest putting this down as like a primer. Usually what I will do is prime my eyes, powder my eyes, and then I will put this down like on my lid. And then if I'm going in with glitter, anything like that, I will be straight up with you guys. I fucking hate glitter. I hate using it. That is why I do not have any, I don't think, tutorials using glitter, because I hate that it gets all over your face. It just goes all over the place. I'm not a big fan of glitter. I absolutely love the way it looks on my eyes, but I hate using it. It's such a pain in the ass. I can't even. But with this, as long as I have like a really tight brush and I use this glitter primer, it's like, do you guys see like where my hand's lifting up? Look how sticky that is. See, it's so good, and it's only like $6. So get you some of this, girl. If you want to wear some glitter, get you some of that. All right, 2 things left. I know I've talked way too much because I am already at 20 minutes and I haven't even talked about shit, and I'm already at 20 minutes. I talked too damn much. Next up is something that I've been using in my brows, and it is this Bodyography. It's just called Essential, this little brow trio. I got this in a BoxyCharm like, Jesus, forever ago, and I have been using this dark shade in my brows only. I've been doing my brows a little bit different lately, and quite a few of you guys have noticed, so I'm definitely going to do an updated brow routine. I'm also going to do a video on how I tint my brows, because I've actually been tinting my brows for like the past few months. So as soon as my brows grow out, I think what I'm going to do is do the brow routine first, and then once my brows grow out a little bit more, the color anyways, I'm going to show you guys how to tint them. So this stuff is so good. Like, I have never been able to use powder in my brows. Y'all know, if you have been with me for a long time, you know that I used to not have brows. I had to use lash serum on my brows to get them to grow back, and it worked for me, which I will be discussing all that like in my brow routine video. So if you have any questions or anything like that about what I used, I will leave the website of the lash serum that I use down below, but I will be discussing that in my brow video. So if you have any questions, just keep an eye out for that. We'll get there, girls. We'll get there. Anyways, this is freaking amazing. Like, it stays in my brows all day. As I said, if you guys have been with me forever, you know that I used to not have brows, and I basically had to use brow pomades. I've never found a powder that actually stayed in my brows for the whole day, because my tail still, like, it used to stop like right here, but my tail still, like, especially this one, I don't really have much of a tail, and I find that at the end of the day, even if my hair is like over it, it's still there. Like, it doesn't come off. I freaking love this stuff, and I don't know how expensive it is. If I can like find it on the BoxyCharm website, or if I can find some kind of price or something for it, I will put it in the click down. But I mean, it's a brow trio. It can't be more than $20. I would hope not. I got it in my BoxyCharm. So if you're somebody that got it in your BoxyCharm, you have dark hair, or even if you have light hair, I mean, just the powder itself is so, so good. I love it. I don't know what I'm going to do when I run out. Okay, last up on the docket. The bill, the rock, whatever. Last thing I have is this little WetnWild brush that I purchased for 99 cents. So I have seen so many people talk about these brushes, like how soft they are and how good they are, and I'm not gonna lie, I was like, they can't be that fucking good. They're 99 cents. And I have bought like WetnWild brushes before, and I've bought like Essence brushes before, and they are just not up to par. Like, I'm kind of picky when it comes to my brushes, and I was just like, there's no fucking way. I mean, it's 99 cents, come on. I will say it does have that like really, really synthetic feel to it, but at the same time, it's really, really soft, and it really blends your eyeshadow out really, really good. And because it's synthetic, if you're using like a transition color in the crease, which is what I like to use it for, it picks up a lot of color. And because it's so synthetic, it's not like a lot of like the Sigma brushes and MAC brushes and stuff like that that are synthetic are more times than not like synthetic / natural hair mix, and this is like fully cheap ass synthetic, you know what I mean? So when you pick powder up on it, it like puts that powder down. Like the brush does not take up a lot of the color, and I freaking love that about it. It used to be pink, but it's not anymore because I use it, duh. But I freaking love it. It just blends out so well, and I love the shape of it and everything. Like, I'm gonna be straight up with you guys. This little 99-cent brush right here is 20 times better than the Sigma E40. True statement right there. You heard it first right here. I like it better. I mean, you guys know I don't like the Sigma E40 any damn ways. So that is it for my favorites. I have one unfavorite of the month. I don't even know if I can classify this as like technically an unfavorite because I still use it and I still kind of like it. I guess I just wanted to throw it in because I'm like, what the fuck is all the hype about? The Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. I have honestly been like forcing myself to use this. I do like the powders. The powders are very creamy and very blendable. But I will tell you guys, if you are my skin tone or even lighter, or maybe even like a shade or two darker than me, you're probably not gonna like this because this right here is the only color that I can use, and it very sparingly at that, if you know what I'm saying. Like, they are almost to the point of being too pigmented. Do you see what I mean? I really, really like this color. The reason why I don't want to say it's like a complete like horrifying fail is just because I know during the summertime, once I start self-tanning and stuff like that, I probably am going to be able to use it. But as for now, I just wanted to throw out there, if you're like super fair and you've been thinking about getting this, I mean, I know like at this fucking point probably everybody has it because I'm a little late to the game. Obviously, it like sat in my drawer for legit like 2 months before I even started using it. But if you are fair and you've been thinking about using this, or you've been like saving your money for it, I wouldn't, girl, because you're only going to be able to use one color. None of the brightening colors are like bright enough to highlight for fair skin, so it's just not the best palette for fair skin. It's a good palette, don't get me wrong. I do like it. I do like the powders. I do like how they blend and everything like that. It's just not the best for fair skin, basically. And I just wanted to throw that out there in case any of you guys are like pasty pirates like myself, because I know a lot of you guys that watch are little Caspers like me, and you know, y'all like, you know, Casper recommendations and shit. Anyways, that is what's up. That's it. That's all I got for you guys. So let me know what your guys' favorites are this month. What have you guys been using all month? Do let a bitch know. Please let me know if there are any brands or palettes or anything like that that are kind of like diamonds in the rough, so to speak, or hidden gems, so to speak, because my last favorites maybe, or like a video or two ago, I was totally bitching about how I'm so over all these palettes that are just like freaking impossible to get a hold of, the ones that you basically have to stock your fucking computer in order to be able to order because they sell out in like 5 minutes or some stupid shit like that. So if you guys have any like underlying brands or anything like that, I did have like this independent brand contact me to send me stuff for like review and stuff, so I might go ahead and do that and see what I think about that. But I know a lot of you guys have been giving me suggestions. I know a lot of you guys have been giving me suggestions, and thank you so much for that. I'm totally going to look into those. But if anybody else has like suggestions of anything that you have found or anything like that where you're like, oh my god, this is fucking amazing, do let a bitch know. So that is it. That's what's up. That's what's up. That is it for this favorites. How many times can I say that's what's up in a video? So thank you guys so much for watching. Like and subscribe if you have not. Follow me on all my social media right here, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.